So Richard, tell me about where the name Outback Armour actually comes from.
It's a little challenging to come up with a new name, Pat. So when we were considering the company, we were looking at what it actually means to be this company. And when you look at four-wheel driving in Australia, Australian brands are very popular around the world for four-wheel drive. So Outback is a very iconic name that is known worldwide for four-wheel driving, the harshness of the country, what it takes to go around there, and the fact that if your four-wheel drive can live through the Outback and come back out the other side, then that's pretty good. We also do armouring, so in armoured vehicles, but armouring for armoured vehicles and also armouring for your vehicle to get you across the Outback and back again.
Got it.
Should survive.
Okay, so but the actual, so you actually do suspension for armoured vehicles?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that was, you've been doing that for quite a while.
Deliberately, we were doing it before in previous lifetimes, yeah.
So what sort of additional weight are these armoured vehicles carrying?
Depends on the vehicle. To take one that would be commonly known, like a 200 series, they can go out to 7-ton Land Cruisers. So, and we've actually got those ones handling, you can steer them with one finger and they handle better than an OEM vehicle.
Wow, okay. So I guess the theory being that if you can do something for a vehicle that in Australia would be completely illegal on the roads, and if you can make suspension that handles that.
But don't you just want one?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But I guess, yeah, theory being that if you throw a roof rack and a bull bar and stuff on, you know, you guys can easily manage that.
Yeah, so the design process is quite similar and the products are actually quite similar. So we will design product that from a construction point of view will suit an armoured vehicle like the Land Cruiser up to about 7-ton, but then we change the internal valving and the coil spring rates and the designs to suit the weight of what it might be in Australia. So for an expedition vehicle that's going out fully loaded, or for a light vehicle that might just be travelling around the streets and going up the beach every now and then.
Got it, okay. So when it comes to that outback touring market in Australia, what do you sort of think sets Outback Armour apart from other companies? Where do you like to sit in the market?
Can't comment very much about other brands on the market, but for Outback Armour, what we focus on is the engineering of the product to make sure that the geometry of the vehicle is correct, so that the parts fit into the vehicle and so that the vehicle comes out as a reliable vehicle that you can keep running across whatever terrain you want to go across for as long as you want to do that. So we offer very long warranty periods, 3-year unlimited kilometre warranty, because we back the products that we design to go onto the vehicle so that you can go out and use them how you want to use them. It's all about the adventure, all right? And what we want you to do as a customer is go out and explore Australia or wherever it is that you're going to go to.
Yeah, got it. And look, I might chime in here too, mate. I mean, we're talking about very real things like driveline spaces and stuff in your suspension kit that may not be in another suspension kit on the market. You know, that reliability, we've seen it over the last 12 months with our Ranger and Everest, and we haven't had an ounce of shock fade, any issues whatsoever, and we've seen a suspension kit that has been really, has just managed beautifully despite the loads that we've thrown on it. So.
Yeah, well that's right. Things like bump stops, putting the right bump stops into place, putting the right correction components into place, just to make sure that all of the vehicle is protected where it needs to, because sometimes you get some pretty hard impacts.
Absolutely. And in terms of the future, what are the plans for Outback Armour?
We're continuing to develop and evolve the products. So we're focusing on the suspension category in the four-wheel drive industry primarily. We may do some additional products down the track as well and branch out. For us, it is a matter of, we currently have, say, 2 range of shock absorbers available, the performance and the adjustable internal bypass shocks. Both are very good products, right, that handle well. They're suited to different applications. We've actually already designed the following 2 ranges of products, which won't really go into, but 2 further ranges, so there'll be up to 4 different ranges of shock absorbers. The focus of Outback Armour is to provide good quality products and good services to our customers. And our customers include our distributor, our dealer base, right, wherever they should be, say around Australia or in other parts of the world. but also to the end users of the suspension. So we want to make sure that when we have a customer who is going out on their adventure, that they have local support in that area. So the way we like to do that is we will put offices, warehouses in places, support staff where we can support our dealer base, who can support the end customer base. So our goals for the company, right, and the direction at the moment is we have our head offices in Brisbane, Australia, and then we have another office and warehouse in the UAE, in the Middle East, so that's our regional office for the Middle East. We have an office in Houston, Texas, which is for North America, and also Central and South America from there. And I guess after that one, Pat, it would be a matter of where are the other offices coming from that point. Clearly, there's a few key target areas: Europe, South America, Africa, and most likely maybe Russia. Right, we should probably go there too.
Yeah, fantastic. And having those offices everywhere brings some pretty peculiar and interesting jobs.
Right, which makes it very exciting, which is, I guess, to go back to maybe one of your first questions that you asked was, you know, why do this business? For me, it certainly comes down to we have real world products that are exciting. Our customers love using the products and going in the places that they love going. You're well used to that one. You've been probably more places in Australia than just about anybody that I would know. But then we get to travel the world working with customers in different areas, all over, different cultures, manufacturing in lots of different places around the world, and bringing all of that together to form what is Outback Armour.
Fantastic, mate. Well, as that end user, I've got to say I've been very, very happy with it, and yeah, I can't wait to have a play with the latest on this rig behind us.
Excellent.
Thanks for your time, Richard.
You're welcome.